If you're looking for a brand new 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in an area with no HOA and incentives, this home is a win. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, a warm welcome to you. I'm Wendy Quiñones, your host and dedicated real estate advisor, bringing you the best deals here in Florida. And if this is something of interest to you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Today, we find ourselves back in Ocala, of course, that Marion Oaks area. If you are familiar with that, we have no HOA, no CDD in this area, and that is why it is a major win for a lot of clients. Many people do not want an HOA, many people do not want a CDD, if you know what that is, and this area brings just that. Now, the home that we're going to be seeing in today's video is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, 2281 square feet, sitting on a 0.26 acre lot, and I absolutely love the lot that this home is on. Keep in mind that Marion Oaks is a huge part of Ocala, not just one area of Ocala. So that's a great pointer. Now, we are only 30 minutes from that downtown Ocala, only about 15, maybe 20 minutes to that State Road 200, where you're gonna find all of your shopping centers, all of your restaurants, all of your car dealerships, and everything that you're gonna need for your day-to-day basis. And there is also an Aldi's and a supermarket, a few other things specifically in Marion Oaks, and there is a lot of growth coming in here. There's going to be a new Publix, there's going to be a Depot store, and so many other commercial centers that you're going to want to be here when they arrive. Now, in regards to the outside of Ocala, you are only an hour and a half from Disney, from Orlando International Airport, and from that downtown Orlando area, and you're only about 50 minutes from that Gainesville. So if you have a family member, a student, anybody over at UF, you are not too far from them. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and step inside. Once you arrive into the home, the first thing I want to point out is the fact that you're going to have your side lights and kind of your skylight as soon as you walk in. So it gives the home a nice little touch as soon as you enter the doorway. You are going to have these wood tiles throughout the home, minus the bedrooms. Now, as I said, in this home, you get 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, but there is also a den area. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to step into this den area. It is not carpeted, and this is great for those of you who maybe want a prayer room in your home, maybe you want a gym, maybe you want a yoga studio, or you work from home. This is that nice private space. You do have the double windows facing the front of the home. You can close it out and do whatever you need. And as I said, there is absolutely no carpet in this bedroom. One of the things that I want to point out is that this home is going to have, depending on the area of the home, it can be anywhere from 9 foot to about 10, maybe 11 foot ceiling. So it is a grand home, and it was one of my favorite things about this building. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to step out of this area. One other thing that I didn't point out is that this one kind of gives you like your privacy. So you're going to have over on this side that formal dining area. So if you're somebody who's looking for that spot where you can have your breakfast nook and you want to have your family get-togethers, your family dinners here, you have that dedicated area. Or you can just put a pool table, you know, whatever is your style, you can go ahead and do that. But you are going to have those 2 large windows also to this side. Now, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna step to the left of the home because it is a split concept floor plan. There's 2 separate hallways in this case. Now we're gonna walk through this hallway that's gonna lead us first into that laundry room. It is a pretty spacious laundry room area. You do have your AC handler here for that maintenance. We do have a space for the washer dryer, which unfortunately is not included, but at least you have a nice dedicated region for that. And you also have your standard shelves. And then coming back out into the hallway, we can either go 2 ways, directly to the kitchen, but we're gonna get there later, or we can continue to the end of this hallway, which is gonna take us into the first bathroom. And in this case, this bathroom does have Formica countertops. You do have the white cabinets. I know, guys, the countertops is something, but we can always change that out with the incentives, with the money that we're saving with the incentives. Now, in this case, you do get that shower tub combination with the inserts. Very spacious bathroom, comfortable, especially if you want to use this, so to speak, as a guest. Now, this is a great area, especially if you have guests over, because they do have their own dedicated bathroom and bedroom. I've had times when I have stayed at people's houses and I'm just like, oh my God, everybody's sleeping. How am I gonna use the bathroom, I don't want to flush the toilet, I don't want to make noise. But this kind of gives them their own sense of privacy. And you do also have a very large closet space in this bedroom. Now, as I said, you do get carpets in the bedroom, so you're gonna see that here. And now one thing that I want to point out, let's say if you do want this home and you don't like the lot, they do have this home available on other lots and in other areas, so just keep that in mind. So if you choose that you like this home, but you maybe do not like the lot or you don't like the area, you want to be in a specific part of Marion Oaks, then you do have that option. Now we are finally in that kitchen space. You are going to have, first we're going to show you the pantry. It's a little bit small, but you have a lot of cabinet space so that you can go ahead and store all of your items. You are gonna have the kind of like U or C type of kitchen. You don't have the view directly to the living area, but you do kind of have some when you're standing here washing your dishes, which I know that is one of the pluses, but it goes to show how much space there is in this floor plan. Now, before we get out of the kitchen, I do want you guys to see how large the island is. In this case, it kind of has the same continued like U or C shape. So you could fit a lot of chairs over on this side, and you also have that breakfast nook area. Now we're gonna step into the second hallway of this home, which is first going to take us into that guest bathroom. And this is a great home for those of you who want to build a pool, and I'll show you why in a second. But first, we're gonna have the double sink vanities. In this bathroom, we're gonna have the drawers and the cabinets. In this case, we are gonna have the shower tub combination as well. You do also get a linen closet in this bathroom, which I think is an extra plus for those homes that do have that. And for those of you who want to add a pool, you have this entry door leading you out into the lanai. So if you want to build a pool and people have to use the bathroom or change after you're having a little pool party, they all have that private entrance here. And when you get to the lanai, I know you're gonna love it. Now, we're gonna go ahead and continue on through this hallway. Now, when you get to the end of this hallway, this is where 2 of the 4 bedrooms are gonna be. So you're gonna see those in shot. They're both about the same size, and you are also gonna have an extra linen closet here behind me between the 2 bedrooms. So there's plenty of storage space for those of you who maybe want to, or don't have a house right now that doesn't have a lot of storage space, and you're looking for something that does have that. This home provides you just that. Now, this is where that breakfast nook is. You can go ahead and put a little table, drink your coffee, look out during the day, and get so much done. And then stepping this way is where we would have that living space. You guys, just take a look at how big this living room is. I mean, gosh, we could put a trampoline here and maybe, you know, just have an indoor trampoline instead of an outdoor one. But look at how big the wall is for the TV, for whatever you want to do, your projector, movie nights. There's so much space in this living room. And on top of that, the lighting that's coming in through these windows just makes the home feel so much better. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna step into that primary bedroom. I know, guys, that's the part that you guys wait for, and I keep it to the end because you gotta stay to the end of the video. But anyways, it is pretty spacious. I'm gonna get the dimensions for you. I do have that. You're gonna have your tray ceilings with that light that's gonna have that pre-wire for you to put your fan. You can fit a king size bed in this one. And it also gives you that door to go out into your lanai. So you really have 3 ways to get into the lanai, from that guest bathroom, from the primary bedroom, and from the living room area. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that in a second. In this bedroom, you're gonna have the double pane double wide window. Again, a nice view out into your backyard. Wake up in the morning, have that cup of coffee, maybe read a book. If you like to watch the sunset, maybe you can just sit out here. But that, you know, shows you all the different options of what you can do. Now, in this case, I absolutely love the primary bathroom of this home because first, before you get there, you're gonna have a hallway with 2 closets. You guys, look, bam! Each individual is gonna have their own space. And not just that, once you get to the bathroom, each individual is going to have their own sink, their own vanity, so they can have everything to themselves, put it away. If he wants to have a mess over there, he can go ahead and do that. But you know, we like to keep things organized over here, so you can store all of your things over here. You have the cabinets, you have your own mirror. You don't have to fight over who's brushing their teeth and staring at the mirror. You can tell that this has happened before. And you also have a private toilet, so you can go out here and do your own, you know, whatever you gotta do. And in this case, for all my bath lovers, you do have that bathtub here. After a long day of work, relax. And you also are going to have that standing shower. So you get both. So if you're stressed, if you're tired, if you want something to just let go, you can take a bath. If you just want to take your day-to-day showers, you have that as well. Now guys, enough about the home inside. Let's go ahead and see what you get in your backyard. All right, as I said, there is an entrance coming out from that living room space. It is a French door, so you do have that as a plus. And just take a look at how spacious this is. My favorite thing about the floor plans for this specific builder is the porches, the lanais, and it's easily extendable if you want to choose a pool. There is a door here, which is the one for the guest bathroom, and then you also have that door here, which is the one from the primary bedroom. So in this case, 3 doors that can lead you out into your covered lanai, and then you are in a 0.26 acre lot, so you do have enough space to go ahead and build a pool if that's something that you wish to do. In this case, you do get the irrigation system included with this builder, so you don't have to worry about your grass being dead, because it won't be like that. And you can put a bird cage because of the fact that it's extendable. You can easily bring it out from the floor, build your pool, put a trampoline on this side or on that side, because you have plenty of room in this lot. And of course, you can put a fence because it has no HOA and no CDD. Now, enough about the home. Let's go ahead and talk about the price and what incentives this builder is offering us. Alright guys, we've made it to the end of this home. A 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, 2281 square feet, sitting on a 0.26 acre lot, concrete block construction with builder incentives, a beautiful space inside and outside the home. I feel like it's very welcoming when you come inside. Now this home is going for $348,050. So random, but that's okay guys. And the builder is offering us incentives. We can get an interest rate as low as 4.875 and up to $20,000 in closing costs for this home. A great deal, especially in today's market. You save yourself so much money. Imagine you saving yourself $20,000 to $40,000 up front and just going and changing out those inserts, which is something that I think most people look into. You save yourself so much money up front and down the road with the interest rates that you can get so much done. Now there is no HOA and no CDD in this area, so it is a definite plus for you guys, and it is a beautiful home, irrigation system included, and again, concrete block construction, septic tank. In this case, we do have a well, but if that's not for you, we can find this same house on another lot. Now there's a lot of opportunities out there, and I want to make sure you guys take advantage before the end of the year, because builders need to sell their homes. So make sure you take advantage by giving me a call, scheduling that consultation down below, so we can go ahead and get you in the right path to purchase your home and make sure that you win with Wendeley. Oh wait, I gotta do my salsa dance. Woo!